Sexual energy is our creative energy, and if we want to explore our sexual energy, we will look at our fire signs. Now we have our guide Taurus, so we see the distinction between sexuality and sensuality. And we have our guide Ace of Cups, because we'll look beneath the surface and look into the energy, our sexual energy, not our sexual expression and physical expression of sex. So our sexual energy is our creative energy, and you can see it in the energy of Leo. So Leo in the 5th house, we connect to our hobbies. So when you want to explore and see what is the state of your sexual energy, your vitality, take a look at your hobbies and how you enjoy life, how you play. Do you create enough play in your life? Do you create enough play in your life? So with fire signs, we are the creators, we are the ones that start our sexual energy. So in sexuality, we usually have the perception that somebody else has to turn us on, that our sexual impulse has to be activated by another. But the fire sign of Aries says that it's our responsibility to start. So when you look at yourself as a creative sexual being, take a look. Can you start your own project, your own process of play, of enjoyment? Can you be the one that starts the excitement inside yourself, not looking at anybody else? Can you be just excited because you're alive? Can you be excited because you have an idea of a new project or adventure that you want to take? So you have to be able to start yourself alone. That is the lesson of Aries. Then in Leo again, you know the sign of Leo, you shine your own energy. So again, Leo doesn't need impulses from outside. Leo wants the applause, but Leo creates the show by himself. So the sexual energy we create inside of ourselves, we radiate outside. And Leo, the sign of Leo, is also considered to be a lover, somebody that enjoys love affairs, that loves to play and loves children. And the Sagittarius stage of the fire energy. So we know Sagittarian energy to be very enthusiastic, in ecstasy, connected to religion. So yes, the Sagittarian energy is that oh my God moment, where your mind is completely lost, where you are drunk with your own energy, drunk in love. So the people who carry Sagittarian energy are the life of a party, because their energy can turn the whole atmosphere around. They encompass everybody around them and take them to a journey into ecstasy, to see the face of God. So the fiery energy, it's something we carry inside. Our sexuality and sexual energy we carry inside, and we use it to create. So the level of your sexual energy is shown in your creations. Your creation being your life itself. And sensuality, Taurus and our other earthly signs, we have Capricorn and we have Virgo, they enjoy what can be touched. So they want a body to touch. They want to express love through physical form. And it is a feminine element, and it surrenders to another. So the sexual energy of the fire signs creates that desire, that impulse in us, and it creates a love for ourselves that then we want to share. And with the self-confidence of Leo, with that feel of self-importance, then we can go to Taurus, to a feminine element of earth, and surrender to another and let ourselves be touched by another, because we feel safe, we feel confident, and we feel full with our own energy. So when you develop the energy of Leo, you don't want to suck the energy out of another person. You want to give and give and give, and then you get in return. You get people that want to express love through their bodies, to touch you tenderly, to touch you passionately, to create beauty with you and enjoyment, to give you pleasure. So in Aries, you will learn how to initiate your sexual energy, your creative energy. The cards at the beginning of the minor arcana tell the story of that, of the fresh energy of courage, of belief in oneself, of the belief of everything is possible, and letting that energy run through you, okay? But the teaching of Aries is to let that energy run through you so it can bring something back. Okay, so it's not attraction, it's an intent. So you send out intent. You do not waste your energy, but you send out intent with the knowing that it will come back to you. Okay, it will come back to you. So fire is our spirit, and fire knows the spiritual laws. So you send out energy and you wait for the right impulse to get back to you. You don't accept anything except that which you planned on receiving. So that's why we see fire as thinking very highly of herself, because fire puts out the intent and then expects the same to come back to her. Okay, so in the three, this is the card of virtue, of our self-confidence. Now we know what we want to receive. Okay, we have distinguished very well what is it we want to receive in return, so we become more focused to get it back in the six. And in the four, now that's the first impulse of energy that comes back to us, and that tells us, you were right, let's keep going, let's keep going. The first victory is ours. So Aries lives a small victory that shows him that his beliefs and his self-confidence was justified. So he had the right to believe in himself. Okay. So with this process of 1 to 4, with meditation, with playing around with your energy. Okay. Energy, remember, now we're led by the Ace of Cups, so we are thinking in terms of our energy. So you feel that creative impulse, the energy, maybe by breathing exercises, tantra exercises, yoga, you start to use your life force to rejuvenate your body. You learn how to direct it so you feel good, you full circle, so that you by yourself can regenerate yourself. That is the learning of Aries. So Aries is the courageous one that pushes out energy but also doesn't lose energy. He knows how to sit relaxed in expectation. So the 4 might be the fiery energy of expectation, where you know that you will be seen as victorious. Your victory will be seen, and that's what keeps you alive. That's what keeps you creative. That's what keeps you vibrating with vital force. So you initiate your sexual energy and you keep it inside your body. You do not share. You let it return to you in a way. So, yes, the cardinal sign of Aries initiates, and then Leo is the fixed sign. So in this stage you want to sustain your energy while opening up to the world, while you are engaging in worldly activities, connecting to other people. So these are the stages of Leo. So we have 5, 6, and 7. So this is your learning how to express your sexual energy in the world, how to send it out, but not to waste it, and not let others and their energy interfere with your expression. So the creative expression of fire, when you want to sustain your vision, when you are surrounded with people who want to create different things. So you are surrounded with other creators that want to push their energy out, and you are asked to stay in your own energy field and pulsate out the quality of energy you want. In the 5, you can experience the energy of others, and you differentiate, is that the feeling, the vibe you want to incorporate into yourself. 5 is the worldly number, the earthly number, where you gain experience through time. Then in the 6, you learn how to sustain your creative expression among others, and now you really have self-confidence. In the 4, you had belief, so the fresh energy of faith, belief. I really can do this. I really am doing this. And in the 6, you are completely sure of yourself, because you have managed to stay in your own creative energy, even though other equally powerful creators were around you. And then you want to, so after the 5, in the 7, now it's like you want to show yourself to the same people, your creative expression, because now you have refined your energy. You have refined your energy and you can be stronger. You can send out your creative energy with more force and more integrity. You are sure of yourself now, even when other creators are around you. You will stick to your own, and in a way you will repel the people that don't align with your creative expression. If some people want to create something different, they will be repelled by your shine. You can imagine yourself as the sun when we talk about fire. Where is the sun? The sun. Okay, so you shine and the planets are orbiting around you. You shine out and you try to bring order into your universe. So this is the stage of 7 in your life when you lose people that don't want to create something that you want to create. And it seems like you are pushing them away, maybe imposing your will. But the 7 of fire also needs to know how to lose, but not to lose her vision, but to lose the companions that don't share that vision. So in Leo, we pick lovers who have the same sexual expressions as we do, who send out that sexual energy the same way we do. In Leo, we get to know others and we want to sustain that exchange of energy. Okay, and before we go on, so also the sign that's connected to sexuality and sex is Scorpio. So keep in mind, Scorpio, the water sign, he talks about the exchange of energy. So in physical sex we exchange our energy, and it is important also to find through water people whose energy we want to incorporate into our system and then into our bodies, Taurus. But the sexual energy, the creative energy, is something that we build up by ourselves and then send out to people. So sexual energy of fire, the fiery energy, fire doesn't share, fire pushes out, and fire rejuvenates itself and others. So when you go with sexual energy into the watery realm of Scorpio, so each person is pushing out its vital force into another. And in Scorpio we agree, I will open up and I will receive you. And I will receive what you have as a Leo. And I will send what I have as a Leo to you. So Scorpio is the stage of Scorpio is the channel where two Leos are exchanged. Okay. And in Sagittarius, now we become one with the world. It's a universal sign. And if we want to think about Sagittarius, take a look at the tarot card of Temperance, which doesn't look very Sagittarian. Maybe you'll find more Sagittarius in the Jupiter card of the Wheel of Fortune. So, our Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune, and Sagittarius. So the world circumstances turn around, but we accept all that life is giving us. And that's Sagittarius. He accepts energy inside of himself as fire, but with the plan to mix it up, to find the right measure of others and himself, to make a harmonious blend and to make that potion of eternal life. So in Sagittarius, we want to, so it's a mutable sign. So the last stage of our sexual energy, so we have learned to initiate it, we have learned to sustain it within ourselves, and now it's like we want our sexual energy to to eat up something from outside and release something from inside of us that is ready to go. Rejuvenation, the elixir of youth. Sagittarius, mutable sign. So the mutable sign is the end of the cycle, which you can see as the destroyer, but it's only the destroyer so it can create something new. So it is bringer of change. So what do we do in fire in change with our sexual energy? So we use our sexual energy so we ourselves can rejuvenate ourselves, so we can purify our body, our soul, our energy body. We purify by opening up to the world, by pushing our borders even more wide into the world, and we take in and we give out, still with the intent to be in our own power. So we become fresh with Sagittarius. We become fresh, and then after we have refreshed ourselves, the mutable sign, we want to guard that energy. So think of it, the 9 could be like our borders are here, but they can automatically release what is unneeded and accept what is needed. It is through our will alone that the energy exchange with the world is happening, but still we have that feel, that perception that we are not losing anything of ourselves or taking in anything that is not ours. So in the 9, automatically, so after the 6, after Leo, where in Leo where we sustain, where we choose people who have the same creative expression, same sexual expression, in the 9 things start happening for us. So people with the same creative and sexual expression start appearing in our world. We become safe. We have our energy of fire closed. It is circling inside of us, but outside of us we have people that are in accordance with our own energy. But in the 9, we have that final lesson of the 6, that our sexual energy is our own. So we are guarded, we are close, it is our own, and nobody can influence our sexual energy from the outside. That's not how it's meant to be. We have to activate it and sustain it and circle it around our bodies, keeping it inside by ourselves. So we are not looking for sexual stimulation so we become aroused, turned on. We don't expect life to give us, to awaken us, to give us vital force. We need to have that vitality within us. We need to know how to awaken it, how to keep it stable, and how to circle it around the body to rejuvenate ourselves. And then so to use our fire to keep us alive. 10 in the manifested world. So in the manifested world, the fire has a feeling of restriction. So in Sagittarius and in these stages of fire, we learn how to keep our energy always alive in the right measure. So in the 10, we have just enough vital energy, so our world continues going the way we initiated it in Aries. Because you can imagine, not all day, not a week or a whole lifetime will you be hyper like Aries. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And you don't need to be always showing yourself like Leo, making your own show, your own drama, your own romance. You don't need to always show yourself to other people and impress other people. You get to the stage of Sagittarius where you are all around the world, but wherever you are, you feel alive, confident, and worthy. Sagittarius the travel, so whichever circumstances Sagittarius finds himself in, his fire is still alive. He can still enjoy, he can still be happy, he can still be in ecstasy. Wherever Sagittarius goes, he can find something to keep him ecstatic. So Sagittarius, no matter how the wheel of life turns, I can find my inner harmony. Turn me upside down, but I will be with a smile on my face or a smile on the inside. And I will live my life fully. I will be completely harmonious inside, have all my faces. No, life, you can turn me whichever way you choose. So, when you think about your sexual creative energy, think about, do you have the capability of exciting yourself, keep motivating yourself, and not procrastinating, being an Aries? Can you do it by yourself without the need to hear others' approval? Can you start yourself? Can you make the first steps? Then, can you enjoy it on your own? Can you enjoy what you're creating? Can you enjoy the energy, the vitality, and keep it inside your body without looking for another person? Can you play? Can you play and feel that energy of play inside of you? And then, when you explored, when you got to know your sexual energy, your creative energy, can you let it go up and down? Can you let it go to the highest of highs, not release it, then put it back in your body, make it slowly come back, make it slowly into a small spark, let it rest, and can you then just expand it, and enjoy, and then can you just pull it back. So with the energy of Sagittarius, you learn self-control, so that the bodily pleasures of Taurus don't drive you out of your mind. And also take a look at the Emperor card that is connected to Aries to get that feel of control and responsibility of Aries. And you can see that Aries really means business, and he means to create what he set forth to create. So for Aries, connect to the energy of Emperor and connect your creative and sexual energy with this power of intent. In Leo, then, okay, you take a look at the Strength card, okay, and feel that explosive and expansive energy, and keep it inside you. Keep it inside you as a big ball of energy, and learn to let it just shine out. Just shine out. So your inner Leo, let it shine out. Shine out. And for Sagittarius, we already saw, circle it around your body before you let it out. Circle it around your body. Okay? It goes up and down, up and down, up and down, but with a harmonious feel. So don't let it take you up, up and down, up and down, and replenish yourself with your own sexual creative energy.